Nestled in an industrial part of St. Paul between noisy train tracks sits possibly the ugliest ballpark in the country. But what Midway Stadium lacked in beauty, it makes up for in personality. The last train to Midway is gone, and the team is moving down the tracks to the trendy Lower Town neighborhood. Tonight, Bill Hudson takes a look back at the cast of characters that have made Midway a magical place.
It's the place Joe Mauer became a champion in the state tournament.
It's just a great feeling.
A great way to finish your high school career as well.
Yeah, I couldn't wrote a better book.
Since the year after Mauer was born, the field has been home to Hamline University. But a new generation associates this place with a connection to a Hollywood star. Midway Stadium opened in the fall of 1982.
It's a terrible way to have to make a living, to come to a park where people play games.
In the early 90s, Mike Veck saw Midway's potential for drawing a bigger crowd.
I was like, it'll do, but we're going to need to work on it a little.
Hey, the rest is woman.
He bought the Saints with 3 business partners, including his good friend, actor-comedian Bill Murray, who still remembers their first game.
I remember the first night we opened here, and we advertised outdoor baseball, and it drizzled through the entire game, and no one left. They just stayed because they've been waiting so long for outdoor baseball.
Ah! Hey, Nern. Oh.
The Saints have relied on shenanigans to draw a crowd.
And there was a deal. We made a deal. We kept prices low and kept entertainment and cheap theatrics high, and they kept coming.
From massage-giving nuns to mimes creating instant replays, the Saints' experience is like none other. After all, it's a pig that delivers the game ball.
Play ball, let's go.
With so much going on in the game, the team's talent can fall to the bottom of the lineup. The Saints are 4-time league champions, and 120 of their players moved on to the minor leagues. 19 more were called up to the majors. Darryl Strawberry slugged out homers in the Saints jersey for part of the '96 season.
I believe that is the 4th time Darryl has hit 2 home runs in a ball game.
After returning to the Yankees, the 8-time All-Star called his time in St. Paul humbling.
It allowed me to have no pride, and it also allowed me to see that, baseball was fun again.
Also on the roster that year, 4-time World Series champion and St. Paul native Jack Morris. He wore his hometown jersey while trying to impress the other ball club in Minneapolis.
I was hoping the Twins would come over and take a look at me. I wanted to play another year for the Twins. It didn't work out that way.
Midway became the field of dreams for Isla Borders, the first woman to pitch in a men's professional ball game.
Most of these guys have played professional baseball and even in the show, so I'm just mostly stressed out. The hard part is going to pitch against these guys.
While the Saints are infused with entertainment, concerts were a game changer for the ballpark.
For the first time, people sat up and said, oh, maybe there's something happening over there by the railroad tracks next to the State Fair.
Midway has hosted dozens of shows.
Didn't you?
Including Minnesota's most famous musicians like Bob Dylan and Soul Asylum. The stadium officially closed on Saturday on a local note. The Replacements reunited for a sold-out farewell performance. But this has always been a ballpark.
I tell people all over the United States, this is the greatest baseball experience in America. This St. Paul experience.
Hot dog!
A new train is rolling, the new stadium rising. The spirit of the St. Paul Saints, well, that'll just keep marching along.
Well, you're not going to replicate. It's going to be a whole new experience with the same people that brought you the warmth and the joy that brought it here.
Midway Stadium really was a field of dreams. Nice job by Tracy Perlman, who produced that story. Great memories all the way around. The new $63 million Lower Town ballpark called CHS Field will have about 7,000 seats. It should be ready for the Saints and Hamline University to play ball this spring. Midway, however, will eventually be torn down and turned into new office and warehouse space.